What's going on, everybody? It's CryptoVision here, back again with another deep dive edition. Today's video, we're going to be checking out XCN. So if you like today's video, hit that like button, subscribe for more. I also offer a free Discord if you're bearish, if you're bullish, if you're neutral. Come, stop by, talk about it. The Monday live stream was going crazy. We had bears and bulls going back and forth with great points, okay? So everyone is welcome. I also offer a paid Patreon membership with tools to add to your toolkit. Profit Lab series, instant chart updates, trading view indicators, everything at your disposal. Nothing will catch you off guard. Everything is up front. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and check that out. Without further ado, let's get into it. So we got XCN here on the weekly chart. We've been talking about XCN and how it's setting up to be bullish. And this thing paid off pretty well, right? This thing paid off pretty well. You know, it did sell off fairly hard. I mean, we're going to go into the daily and the 4-hour chart to see, you know, what signs to look for, things of that nature. But, you know, if we had the Profit Lab series entering down through here at this, you know, anything from 466, that's been one of the key areas, right? And even if you took profits at that 726 level or had a stop loss right there, that's a 56% move. Right, 56% move. So either way, would have locked in a 56% move. Now we're down below both resistance. Dang, say that 10 times and see if you don't get a tongue twister. Which is fine. You still, you know, in my opinion at this point, in my opinion, it hasn't really changed much. Let's get into the price action. Hasn't changed a ton. I think I am going to change. We're going to change up this falling wedge a little bit. We're going to see if we can make more sense of it. But overall, for this price action, for this range, you know, you had this impulse, you came down, you still haven't taken the lows, right? You still haven't closed down below. Okay, you haven't closed down below, so technically it's still alive, right? You had a 1-2, right? On the little A wave, you have 3 waves down. This could be, you know, part of a B wave move, and then you got to come back down, and then maybe you get a double bottom, right? Maybe you do that. So we're going to look at the daily and see what's going on down through here, but it's getting pretty ugly. You know, you do have some sort of, you have some sort of W pattern, but at the same time, you need follow through, right? You can't just wick. That's not really, I don't consider that really a W, right? You need some actual candles, right? Need some candles, and then you can see something like that, and then you come down, then you go, right? We have more levels up through here. I decluttered the chart so there's not a whole bunch of shenanigans going on through here. Let's see what's going on with this, right? Let's see what's going on with this. I just want to, at this point in this juncture, would that work for a curve? I think it could. Let me see. I'm going to move this real quick. I think it could. I think so. Come like down through there. We're going to do this for you. It might not. It might not. No, it won't. It won't. It won't do it. It won't do it for me, okay? So, it's all good. It's all good. No hard feelings. We're going to do that right there. Cool. We're going to keep that just like that, okay? So that'll work right through there. Weekly chart, not much else going on. You are above the monthly open, which is great. Staying above these key levels that we've talked about for a while. 466, I mean, you've respected the heck out of this thing. We've talked about 466 for so many times. Possible entry, right? If you're new to the channel, we've been talking about 466 for a while. I will link a previous video in the description. So, you know, I got my receipts, okay? Got my receipts. We got lower high. Okay, that's fine. What about this through here? It's not a higher high. Not yet. Right at that level. Right at the level. Wow. No, it is a higher high. That's not great unless it has follow through. Now you got to have follow through. You've already committed. Now if you reject, you're in trouble. So yeah, XCN's kind of in a pickle now. Now it's in a pickle because you know, if you come down through here and you continue, then you're setting, you know, and you have lower prices. That's bearish. That's bearish. So now your price action needs to figure it out. Price action needs to get something situated, something together. So this daily, right, we're starting to get that red bearish divergence. I wonder why. Maybe the 4 hour is feeding into some bearish divergence. You did get overbought, which is great. You did get overbought, which is great. Price action wise, nothing really seems to. I mean, it's just it's a 1 day impulse. It's a 1 day impulse. There we go. 1 day impulse. We're gonna check out this range. Right through here. Okay, so this range right through here. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. So, I mean, that's an A. Okay, this is an A wave because you got this 1, 2, A, B, C, 3. You got a 4. You got a 5th. Did this make a new low? Wow, this could actually be. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you got a 5th because it did make a new low. Okay, so you got 5 down from right all the way to going to right here. Okay, then from right here, because this is a lower low, looks like you got 1, 2, 3 up. So a 5, 3, and then what the heck is this freaking crap over here? Like, what is this? What is this? And then you got like 3 down, 3 up. I mean, I talked about this. I talked about this on the last video. I think it's on the 4 hour chart, which is how sideways it went. It was just going sideways, which is good. It's what you want to see. It's just completely sideways. Okay, so you just have a 533. It's not great correction. It's not great, if I'm being honest. It's just not. You know, you wanted this. I really think we should have tried to take these lows out. Sorry, take these lows out. Come down through here. Take the lows out. Back test, then go. So the daily chart, you know, I moved that trend line coming down all the way. I mean, to really, yeah, because you can back test this, that's fine. You can back test that, that's fine. So 415 all the way to July. So another big move to July. So kind of a bummer. You do have that momentum on the VMC, which is great. MACD, I mean, it's up there. It's already it's above the 0. So let's go ahead and check out the 4 hour. That looks cool. That looks good. That looks good. That looks corrective. But it always that's the thing with crypto. That's the thing with crypto that's really frustrating is you get an impulse. Okay, you get an impulse. Let's get into price action, right? It's kind of show you what I'm talking about. Like this through here looks great. Like you get an impulse and you're oscillating down, but then it'll just keep going, right? It'll just keep going. That's the thing with crypto that's really frustrating at this point in its life cycle, because crypto is still young, right? Crypto is still young. People are just, they're not investing in it. They put a bunch of money into it. Once it pumps, they sell. There's no long term. There's no, right? And that's not a bad thing at this point. I mean, people that are doing that, I'm doing that in the Profit Lab series, right? I'm one of the people. I'm included in that. They're not holding on, right? And that's what's kind of, you know, anytime you get to a certain spot is people are just relieved to get out at this point. People, and I've talked about this for a while, is we're at the stage of the correction. We're at the stage of the cycle where any kind of pump, people are just getting out of their position. They're saying, you know what, I'm getting out of crypto. I'm breaking even. I don't care if I'm not making money. Maybe you make 10%. I'm out. Right? They just don't want to deal with it anymore, and I don't blame them because it's been a shit show. It's been a terrible. It's been a terrible experience for a lot of people who, especially for people who bought up high, people who are really struggling because mentally, because of market makers that continually just suppress the price. And I'm not even just going to blame market makers. I'm going to blame people in government, in Congress, and the Senate who aren't passing any kind of legislation, who are just sitting on their hands. Insider trading, they don't care. You know, Senator Lumens, she doesn't. Like, does she actually care about crypto? No. It's a mouthpiece that she gets to stand out and be separate. You know, we're doing all we can. They're not doing all they can. Okay, they say that, but in reality, it keeps them in a cushy job. You know, she can say, "Oh, I'm fighting for crypto," right, with very little to no results, right? Paul Atkins, same thing. All these people in government, they can say a lot of things, but for me personally, I'm a person, I'm someone that, if you say something, then I expect some kind of results, right? Not okay, we're getting to the results. It's okay, what are attainable results? What are tangible results that can be looked back on? And right now, there's very little, okay? Sorry for my soapbox, but this does look good, right? This does look good. It's oscillating down. It's oscillating down, but now you got to make it. You got to go. You got to go. You can't just keep doing this, because then it defeats the purpose of what it is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a correction down, a correction down. People need to buy, right? Big market, and I don't mean people. I mean market makers need to buy when something is oscillating like this for it to continue. Market makers move the price. It's not a bunch of retail on a $210 million asset. Maybe it's a bunch of retail, but in my opinion, it's a market maker or two who are going to move the price action. And right now, this is something that should be. I mean, it's an impulse and oscillation. That's what you're looking for. Okay, you had a red dot. You're getting red on the MACD. What about just a correction? If there is some kind of setup, right? Some kind of setup. Who knows, right? Nobody knows. We're going to take the low, take the high. Some kind of setup. You're approaching your 786 or your 786. This is that previous 786. The 466. We're going to use this right through here. 344. I'm getting rid of that. That's crazy. Yeah. Let me just keep it on the. It's not even on the weekly, is it? It is on the weekly. I couldn't even see it down there. Gosh, that's far. Okay, that's 786. Did I put one on there? I did. Okay, you lose a 786. Okay, you're taking out your lows. At that point, right? I mean, if you're losing your 786, that means you're losing your 20. Okay, you lose your 20. You're losing this little oscillation flag that you got going on, a bull flag, some would say. You do have, 1, 2. Let's see what's going on with this, okay? I do want to see with this A right there. That's right, that 1272, but that 1618 takes you all the way down to 496. Man. It's just with these smaller cryptos, you can really correct hard. I mean, I don't need to tell you that, but that 1272 lines up right around there. 549, I'm looking for it to bounce. If it closes below 549, you know how. If you don't know the drill, close below 549, targeting 466 again. Done it multiple times, right? We did it multiple times. We did it on this move right up through here, right? When we started closing down below this, we targeted this. You close below this, you target this. Bunch of times, right? You came up through here. What'd you do? You lost that. Okay, you target. This wasn't here, right? Then you target 466. What'd you do? You came right back down to 466. Okay. Key levels, ladies and gentlemen. No hindsight. Don't go back and change things up. No. These will stay. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. It's kind of just a guide. Right? It's a guide right now. So that's kind of what I got going on for XCN. It had a very nice moves. Congratulations to those who partook in that. Pardon me. Congratulations on that. If you're interested in joining the free Discord, it'll be linked in the description. Also offered, like I said, that paid Patreon membership that you can go in, add to your toolkit, see what it's all about, right? You don't need to commit. You can read about it, check it out. So, as always, I thank you for stopping by, and I thank you for your time. Take it easy. Peace.